The video of machine learning. So in this video I will mainly discuss uh, the procedure to set up your Python environments. So this is kind of a tutorial video. So basically you already know that how to install uh, the Python, right? How to install the Python setup, that how to install the Anaconda. So probably that is hopefully you already installed on your system the Python, and you can launch the Jupyter notebooks easily. Okay, right? From if you install the Anaconda, you can easily launch the Jupyter notebook, which is a very uh, very powerful, very easy way to write the Python codes, right? And if it is installed on your system, you can easily check whether it is installed or not in your system. Just open your command prompt and write down. You can write down, suppose. Write down the Python version. Python minus minus version, this command, and it will show you the Python version in your system. Okay, so here you can see in my system it is written that Python 3.5.2 Anaconda 4.2 64-bit version is installed on my system. Okay, so this way you can check whether what version of Anaconda is installed in your system, what Python version is installed in your system. Okay, so this is the way you can check, right? So next thing that I'm going to discuss is that how to create the project specific Python environment. Okay, so why it is important, I discussed few part in the last lecture, is that or if you missed the last lecture, you can just see my description box for the and check my last video. So lecture number 3, I guess. And so why it is important, basically the project specific Python environment, is that it will important for reproducibility of your project. And the main so it is a better way to create a project specific environment and store it as a part of your project, because it not only it will help you to isolate the dependencies of your projects from other work, it also makes it much more straightforward for others to reproduce your local project environment. Okay, so when you are going to share your codes, your suppose you written some machine learning course, you are going to share with someone along with your source codes, means your .py files, your source code, the main program files. You should also share the project environment, so that the other fellow who is dealing with your code, he or she can reproduce your result, flawlessly reproduce your result. And that is very important, the reproducibility of your code. Okay, so I'm just going to show you what I mean to say here. So basically what I mean to say, that suppose Jack is a programmer who he creates a new project, suppose Jack's project, and he creates this folder, and within this folder many .py files, some machine learning, suppose some codes are written, Python codes are written, and suppose the Jack underscore main.py is the top level, the Python code file. Okay, so that is he is going to he has written on his system, and suppose his project is dependent on this this Python packages, okay, or modules. So matplotlib 1.5.3, numpy 1.12, keras 2.3, pandas 1.0.3. So these are the dependencies of the of objects project. Okay, so this is the Python dependency. We're going to call this as the Python dependency objects project. Okay, so now Jack shares his codes. He shares his code with Olivia. Okay, so another his friend Olivia, and she is working on some other system, on her system, right? And she tries to run his Jack's project's code. Suppose Jack underscore main, the top file, and but she is unable to she is unable to run the code and reproduce the result. And why this is happening? And we dig into the problem, and we saw that the problem is occurring because of this thing, that the Olivia's system has this Python environment has these modules. Same modules are available, but the versions are different. So suppose matplotlib has version is 1.2.6, numpy has the version 1.1, keras 1.8, and pandas 1.0.3. And here you can see that matplotlib, numpy, keras, every modules or package has of Olivia's machine has different version of compared to the Jack's project's version. So what are the dependencies? But pandas has same he has the same version of pandas in her machine, but all three modules are different version. Okay, so because of this thing, Olivia is unable to reproduce the result of Jack's project, right? And how to solve this problem? So easily this problem can be solved if Jack share his environment of his project. Okay, his Python environment of his project. So these dependencies, these versions of these versions of modules, and that can be combined, and Jack can create a Jack Python environment, and that can be shared with Olivia. Okay, so along with this Jack's main projects folders file, Jack should share this Jack underscore Python underscore env, this environment file, with Olivia, so that she can reproduce the result of Jack's project. Okay, so that's why it is very important to share the project specific Python environment, and you should always organize your code this way. Okay, so now I will show you how to create, save and share the portable Python environments. Okay, so there are different ways you can do that by using different Python modules. So you can use virtualenv, ppnv or pyenv module to create Python environment. But according to if you install Anaconda, it will be always better if you to use Conda. Okay, use Conda command or Conda module to create the Python environment. And Conda is basically a general purpose package management system, and it is not only used for Python, but it can be used for other language also. So Conda is basically designed to manage packages and dependencies within any software stack, and this makes it particularly useful for managing complex data science projects. Okay, so in this now I am going to show you how to use Conda to create, store and share new project environments. Okay, so there are few comments are there, so I am going to show you step by step. So first of all, suppose you are going to create a new machine learning project. So you are going to create a new directory. So that will be your workspace directory and in a particular location in your machine. And then so we are going to use this command make directory project name, and then for that new project you are going to create a new environment. So I'm going to use this command. So this project name or environment name, it's up to your choice. Whatever name you want to give, you can give it. Okay, so it's up to your choice. Next thing is that you have to activate that environment that you have created in the last step. So similarly, after activating your will be in that environment, then you can install whatever package you need to install for your project. So you have to use this Conda install package name command. And finally, after dealing with the environment, after installing and everything, or storing it or saving it, you need to finally you have to deactivate your environment. Okay, so that's so always you have to deactivate your environment after completing your task. Okay, and there is some additional commands are also there. Suppose how to save the environment using the Conda command, the Conda environment export, and then the file name. Okay, and if you share this share environment with your friend or someone else, then you should then he or she can use also this environment file to reproduce the result. Okay, so this is the basic thing that so I'm going to show you how to create how to execute this command. So for this, what I'm going to do is that right now I am in my desktop, so I'm going to create a new my project folder, right? So I'm going to create this folder. I'm going to create this folder. So make directory. So you can see, right? So make directory. Suppose a folder name is my project directory folder name is Shuman_ML machine learning. ML stand for ML codes. Okay. So this is my project folder name. Okay. Now I'm entering. Now I'm going to enter into my project folder. So I'm writing Shuman ML codes. Now I'm within my project directory. So, right. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create a new environment for my project. Okay, I'm not going to use the existing environment or my system environment what Anaconda is providing. I'm going to a separate environment. Okay, that is very important. So let's check what are the environments is available to you right now. So for this you need to execute this command Conda env list. So these are the environment available to you. Suppose whatever environments available to me in this system. Okay, so I'm going to check this. So it will take some time. So I'm going to pause. You can check that these environments are available to me. Okay, this Python environments or Conda environments are available to me. So this one environment is this test environment. Okay, and another environment is this root environment, that is my system environment. This is so these locations are given. Okay, so test environment that I have created might be earlier in previously, and root is your default environments that is comes with the Anaconda. Okay, now what I am going to do, I am going to create a new environment for my project that is suman underscore ml underscore codes. Okay, so what I am going to do is that I am going to write this comment. So I'm going to write this comment conda create name okay. So then the name of the environments, let's give it ml suman ml environment. Okay, suman underscore ml underscore environment, and suppose the Python version is that I'm going to use, suppose Python equal to 3.5. Any version you can give, it's up to you. Okay, whatever the latest version, you must check the latest version and then you should give. Okay, so I'm giving here Python ML. Okay, so it will take some time to create the environment. It will take some time to create in the environment. So now it's saying that the following new packages will be installed. Okay, so for this you need to do, so I'm going to write yes, and then it will again install the packages. Okay, so it will take some time, so I'm going to pause it. Now we can check that this environment is already created, and it is saying that to activate this environment I have to use this command activate suman underscore ml underscore env, and to deactivate I have to use deactivate command. And now what I am going to use is that I am going to see why now it is showing or not the environment name. So I am going to write the command conda env list. Okay, so now you can see that this is showing the name of the environment, that is suman ml env and test and root. Okay, so now I have to write so next things that I'm going to do is that I'm going to activate my environment. So activate suman ml env. Okay, so take some time, and now I'm within this environment suman ml env. Now what I have to do, suppose I need to numpy package for my environment, right? What I can see that what are the packages available within my environment, that can be easily checked by this command. So suppose what are the packages right now I have available in my, so conda list, just to print the conda list command. Okay, it will show you the what are the packages are installed. So these are the packages are installed. You can see that certify, pip, python, setup tools, vc, wheel, and the win search stores. So these are the command the basic packages are installed in your environment. And suppose I need numpy package for my project, so I have to install that package within my environment, with Python environment. So for this I have to execute this command. So conda install the package name, that is suppose numpy. Okay, so I have to just execute that. It will take some time and then it will be installed. Okay, so it will also automatically install the dependencies for NumPy. So BLAS and MKL is probably the dependency, so I have to just proceed with yes. Okay, so I'm going to pause it here because it will going to take. Now we can check this NumPy has been installed after executing that command, and here now you can see when after that command I have used that command Conda list. Here you can check that now you can see the NumPy you can check that this NumPy has been installed within my Python environment. That means within suman_ml_env. So now I am going to suppose this is my any package that you need for this environment, you can for your project you can install it by using the command conda install the package name. Okay, so this way you can include new package. You can also exclude package which is not required. You can remove that. You need some other command, that is I think the conda remove or something like that. You can check later, but the basic procedure is that. Okay, so next thing is that you have to save this environment, right? So you can save this environment in a WAML file. Okay, so that so you have to conda export to a WML specific file, and for this you just need to do use this command. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to save my environments, that conda env export. So I'm going to export the environment into a .waml file. So I'm going to give a name for this file. Suppose I'm going to giving a name suman_ml environment. This is the file name, and then .waml extension, and then enter. So what it is going to do, it is going to basically for this file, it will going to generate a WAML specification file which will containing about the detailed dependencies of your environment, and save this in a file called the name, that is suman_ml_environment.yml file. So the beauty of this is that this .wml file can be used elsewhere on another machine. Okay, and for example, to recruit the environment or doing all the heavy lifting of your creating the environment and installing its package dependencies, he have the some who will be dealing with your code. He just to recreate the environment. So to recreate that, you have to use the code conda env create -a the environment name dot the WML file. Okay, so the command you can check from the PDF or in the description box. I will give the comments. Okay, so this is the basic thing, right? This way you can create the environment, and you can have a portable Python environment which is dedicated to a specific project and fully specifies the dependencies of this project, and that can share with or used by others to recreate your project's environment in the nature. Okay, in the future, sorry. So remember to but one thing you have to remember, that after doing everything you have to deactivate your deactivate your environment. Okay, but before going to let's check one code. So how we can execute one code in this environment. Okay, so for this, what I'm going to do, I am going to create a Python file within this project folder. But first let's check. So I have created my project folder within my desktop. So this is my file, the suman underscore ml course. So here you can see that I have saved my environment file. So suman underscore ml underscore environment dot yml yaml file, that is my environment file. That is, so my packages, every details, dependencies are saved within this file. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to write a Python code, simple Python code in my within this folder, and then I will just execute that. Okay, so it is just going to be a simple program. So I have already written that. I'm just going to copy that within a text editor. Okay, so I'm just going to it's done. So I'm just going to write hello everyone, and now I'm going to save this file within my, it will be saved within my project folder. Okay, so here you can check. So I'm just going to write my test code, right? Test code.py, right? So I'm just going to save this within my project folder. So this is pretty simple. So I'm just going, it is a print statement is there, and there you can check, this is a numpy simple numpy is a numpy is import. I imported the numpy package, and then I've just created an array, numpy array, and printed some details of this array. Okay, so it's a very simple program of using numpy. And I installed my numpy package within my environment, so I should not get an error, right? Because I already installed this numpy package within my environment, so it should execute this program using, and it has, because it has used numpy, and numpy has been included in my Python environment. Okay, so I will just check that thing. Okay, so let's do. So I am going, so here you can check that. Here you can check that I have already activated my numpy my environment suman underscore ml underscore env. So I'm going to just execute that. So I'm going to execute that. So I'm going to write Python and Python space the name of my Python code, so test code dot py. Okay, so that's it. So here it will take some time and it will be executed. Yes, it is executed correctly, right? So hello everyone, class numpy.nd array, and 3, I think the same, the 1 2 3 5 2 3. So it has been executed correctly. So after that, suppose my work is finished. Now what I have to do, I have to deactivate my environment. Okay, so I'm going to deactivate my suman underscore ml dot env. Okay, so I'm going to deactivate that. Okay, so this way you can basically create a project specific environment. But we are not going to write the codes this way. We are going to use a particular IDE for, suppose, PyCharm, and we will integrate this Anaconda environment with PyCharm, and then we will write the codes. But this way you can basically create a project specific environment, and you can share this .wml file along with your .py codes or your Python code, so that someone else can recreate your project's environment in the future. Okay, so but remember to activate the environment when working on the project and deactivate it when finished. And if you need to install additional packages, then you must also remember to recreate the environment.wml file to reflect these changes. Okay, so that is very important. With time, you will be more experienced with this type of coding style, or this type of creating environments and sharing with others. And you should practice more, and you will be more you will get more insight. Okay, so with this I'm going to end this lecture, and if you have any doubt, please comment in the description, in the comment box, or you can ask me later. And that's all. With this I'm going to stop this video. Okay, bye.